Say hello to Michael Vasquez joining us here this morning. Here from Binghamton. Michael, good morning.
Good morning, Roger. We sit in Binghamton.
Yes.
Sadly, not in Dallas.
Exactly.
There's an aspect of this that I want to discuss because I think it hasn't been touched on, and it's very, very important, and it has something to do with our local community as well. Reports are coming out, and they're sporadic at this moment, but this is a Black Lives Matter event that took place. And I believe that, to an extent, and I think this may come out, I may be wrong, and I'll retract it if that's the case, but I believe the Black Lives Matter movement is the cause of this. They've been using a lot of hate rhetoric for over a year, and they've been very aggressive against government, law enforcement, and police forces. And this is such an extreme, and I think that helped to promote this shooting, this execution of 5 police officers in Dallas and 12 being wounded, and potentially bombs being set off to kill other innocent bystanders because of the beliefs of this one radical group. And I would love to hear from Larry Parr and Bobby Black of Citizen Action in Binghamton, who have recently, they've been involved in the Black Lives Matters movement, bringing it into Binghamton, New York. I would like to hear them get onto this radio station or make a press release denouncing these actions of these individuals, especially if it's shown, as I believe it will be, that they were connected to Black Lives Matters.
Mm-hmm.
Our nation has become very racially polarized, and we've been attacking, and I understand, I'm a black Puerto Rican. I've had over a dozen incidents in my life where I wrongfully was had excessive force used against me by police officers across this nation for no reason whatsoever. And I've never been arrested. I've never had a charge put against me. So I understand that there are bad officers out there in the world. And then again, look at any large organization and tell me that you're not going to find a bad person out there. That happens. And we have to address that. I agree. And there are situations that we can address this with. And protesting is one of them, and I approve of that. Protests are important. But to go out and to execute people who are trying to protect, overwhelmingly, they are there to protect our lives and help us, and to execute them and endanger the lives of innocents, that is not the American way. That is not a protest. That is not a statement. That's a terrorist act. That's an act of domestic terrorism today.
I believe that. I was going to say, one of the ironic things about this is that the police officers were on hand to try to ensure that they could, the people with the Black Lives Matter organization could have a peaceful protest. So I find it ironic that the police were there not, at least initially, to cause any issues. They were trying to keep things calm so this peaceful protest could happen, and then they get shot doing that. That, when you analyze that, is a pretty strange twist.
Well, I think that's part of why we're seeing that this happened. Because I believe those individuals, and again, this is my conclusion about this. Obviously, we still have facts coming out. But I think that that's because it was a Black Lives event, and they knew that the police would be there. That's why they targeted them.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't help anyone. It's not going to help future protests for Black Lives Matter or anyone else. And I think that we need to hear from these groups, the Black Lives Matters and others, to come out and denounce this kind of action, to denounce this kind of violence, to denounce this kind of reaction that their hate speech has helped to promote at every local level, at every national level, just in the same way that they were so vehement about promoting it over the last year on all the news media. I want to see them come out and make a press. They had a wonderful, in Binghamton, they had their own little march because they thought things were wrong. Why don't they come out and say this was wrong too and have a little press conference about that? I think it's important because we need to rally as communities around our law enforcement because overwhelmingly they do a great job. And I'm sorry, I'm never going to wind up when I need a police officer. I had a home invasion a few years back. And I tell you what, I didn't call the Crips, I didn't call the Bloods, I didn't call a crackhead, I called the police. And they helped. And that's what most people experience.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to remember That is what our law enforcement does. They come to protect us in the worst of situations. And we need to support them. And we need that while we may have some disagreements about an individual in the law enforcement, and we may have a disagreement about a specific execution of the law, we need to remember that the overwhelming majority of them are people just like us, trying to live and take care of us in the most extreme situation. We need to support them for that, and we should denounce these kind of actions.
Well, Michael, also kind of a note from my thoughts would be if you remove police presence, then the peaceful protesters are going to be left like lambs among lions also, because the vicious people will loot and take from them as well. So the police, if without that buffer, in my opinion, the peaceful, no matter what race, will be eaten alive by the people who are more aggressive and will steal, rob, and loot from them. So you've got to have a strong police force, without a doubt.
Absolutely. One last thing, if I may,
Sure.
Roger, real quick, because there's also another thing that's starting to eke out there, and I saw it in some of the reporting, and then CNN and a few others, and that's that this is about gun control. That's idiotic. This is about evil people who did an evil thing, and whether they were using bricks or machetes or steak knives or a semi-automatic rifle, it doesn't matter. They had an evil intent to do harm to innocent people, and had nothing to do with what weapon they used to do so. And because I just want to get that out, because I'm already seeing this gun control argument come out, and it doesn't apply here.
Right.
This is evil people who did an evil act against innocents, and the inanimate object they used to conduct that evil act is immaterial.
Right. I got you. Michael, thank you very much. I appreciate your input today.
Thank you.
Thank you.